The Williamsburg Wildcats all know Mike Fisher. He's at pretty much every game, and he calls those games online. His voice is inspiration for those student athletes. Now that community is trying to make sure he doesn't miss any games. One of the best sounds of spring. This inter-squad scrimmage in Williamsburg doesn't draw spectators usually, but Mike Fisher isn't your usual spectator.
It makes you feel like a star. It really does.
He's there no matter the sport.
He calls us even better people than we are players, and that's like my favorite part of it.
Senior Paige Fisher, no relation, doesn't know Williamsburg sports, basketball and softball for her, without him.
He just gets so excited. Like every time we shoot a three, he screams like,
"For three! Good!" The longtime radio broadcaster,
well, for the lack of a better term, I'm a talker.
Is a Williamsburg alumnus. When he moved back, he and his dad went to games and he became a go-to stats guy.
I'm doing play-by-play of the games in my head. And it's like, let's do something about that.
He did, and with lots of community support, started Wildcats Sports Radio. He's called more than 200 games in a couple of seasons, and then,
came to be fall, soccer and football season again, and I kept, wondering, how am I going to get there?
It takes a few extra hands to get his wheelchair onto his van now. Enter Wildcat parent Tiffany Peters.
This man has a very kind, loving heart for this community, for the athletes.
She's trying to raise $30,000 for a wheelchair van for Mike, so he doesn't need to rely on anyone anymore.
And to see somebody struggle that deserves so much, I just want to jump in and give them the opportunity to have better than what he has now.
It'll give me a little bit of relief that, I don't need to worry about bothering people anymore.
So pick your sports analogy. The Wildcats are looking for some Mike Fisher cheerleaders now. There is a GoFundMe page set up for Mike's new van. You can search on GoFundMe Wildcats Sports Radio or click on the story up on WCPO.com or in the WCPO app. We're getting that link up for you now.